Well, here we are. It's big school football season officially underway this week, but you can't kick it off without the Fiesta Bowl All-State Media Day right here. We've had an incredible time out here so far, and we had to talk to so many athletes in tackle football and flag football, some of the best players in the entire state, regardless of class. And Claudia, we're at this awesome set with all this hardware and trophies, and that's only part of the show because there is so much that goes into it with highlighting all of these amazing athletes.
And I think at the end of the day, when you look at this team, it was selected by a variety of people in the foundation, media, coaches. It really is the best of the best, and what better way to kick off the Arizona high school football season than right here at this media day. So for us, it was a great opportunity to do some sit-down interviews. We've got a lot coming up in the show, Social Spotlight with Eliav Gabay, a bunch from the flag football girls. But first, here's my interview with Kingston and Atema.
Here now with Mesa Jackrabbit, Kingston and Atema. I'm so happy to finally be sitting down with you. I want to get to know you just a little bit more for this, we'll call it exclusive. You, yourself, coming to Mesa, what has Mesa done to help shape you as a football player?
It's been great. Just Mesa's been loving, a very loving community, and they just showed a lot of love and support. The coaches, my teammates, they welcome you with open arms, so it's just shaped me to be a better man on and off the field, just being able to go out there and play the game I love, and just in the classroom being able to get the help from the teachers I need. Off
camera, we were talking about not being Arizona natives.
Yeah.
How has Arizona embraced you, and what do you think about Arizona high school football?
To be honest, it's been great. Arizona, it's very warm. As you can see out here, it's
literally
very hot, so it's been very warm and welcoming. And I would say Arizona football, a lot of people underestimate it. And I played in it, so it's great out here. It's not a huge drop off from skill, so it's very competitive, and I feel like Arizona football is very underrated for sure.
The wide receiver quarterback bond is obviously a special one, but especially for you, playing that position up with your brother. What is that connection like, and what is it like having your brother? You guys are going to know each other on a different level.
Yeah.
What's that been like for you?
Well, just being out there with my brother, it's an unreal feeling. A lot of people don't get to experience that, so just me being able to experience that is a blessing. And my success is his success, so just being able to share that on the field, him throwing me touchdowns, being out there with all my cousins too, it's great for sure. So.
Has he always been quarterback and you always receiver? Like, how far back does this date?
It goes back to when we were 5. We were playing flag football, Torrance Youth Little League, so just being there, it's been him just throwing me deep balls, me going out and getting it. So that's how it's been our whole life, basically. So it's a lot of reps. Yep.
You talk about family, I feel like every chance you get.
Yeah.
How important is your family in your success in football?
My family means everything to me. A lot of them still live in California. My mom, my dad, they're kind of migrating out here, but I just hope coming out here to Arizona, I'm just putting it on for them and just giving all my love back to all my family, because they mean a lot to me, and they're like the core of what I do it for, so that's for sure.
I love that we always come back to family.
Yeah.
What are your personal goals this season?
I'll say my personal goals are just to be a better leader, just lead by example and be more vocal for my team, and just being able to pave the way for a lot of people that are trying to make something of themselves.
I want you to, real quick before I let you go, reflect back. We can date all the way back to when you were playing football 5 years old with your brother, or just in California.
Yeah.
Why football? Why is football so special to you?
I'd say the family it can build you and the lessons you learn from football. It's the discipline, the long hours. Life isn't going to be too kind to you out there. I mean, there's a lot of struggle. So just being able to go through that struggle with the family and having a village to fall back on, it's just great. And just being able to have teammates that rely on you, and you showing up for them, it's how it's going to be in the real world. So it just gives you a lot of lessons, and for sure, that's a big part.
Well, great stuff there. As always, we're excited to see him throughout the season at Mesa, but somebody who's really climbed not only the Arizona radar, but the national radar this year, literally everywhere. I know in recruiting around it, you talked about him a lot.
Sometimes.
just every once in a while. Will Menzel over at Chandler High School. He is the top quarterback in the nation going to Oregon. I had a chance to sit down with him. Here's that conversation. So joined now by Will Menzel, Chandler quarterback, going to head up to Oregon next year as well. #1 ranked quarterback in the nation, multiple different outlets. Will, it's been quite a year for you compared to where you were entering the season last year to now. How's life changed? Not just with your football rankings, but it seems like so many things have just come your way.
Yeah, no, it all happened super fast. Kind of didn't really get a second to take everything in. I feel like my maturity level as a person, being able to talk to people, being comfortable in front of cameras, you kind of don't really have a choice but to fix that part of it. But I mean, I'm still the same kid that I was when I was going into 7th grade, battling injuries, still working my butt off day in and day out. Overall, just trying to keep the same morals that I had when I was a little kid that my parents instilled in me.
Part of that seems to be Coach Wiz bringing that out of you. And I know my teammate Eric Sorensen got to come sit in on one of your guys' famous now lunch meetings where you go over film. Between those meetings and just having Wiz in your corner since he took over the program last year, how much has that meant to you personally and on the field?
I mean, it's meant the world. He came in and believed in me with everything he had, honestly, more than I did in myself. Just being able to sit down, like you said, eating lunch with him, understanding more of the mental aspect of the game was honestly the biggest portion in my jump from last season. And then also just, I feel like there's an even bigger jump since the last time I've played football going into my senior season. So I'm just excited to get back out on the field with Coach Wiz. And it's the first time I've had a play caller in back-to-back years. So I'm ready to kind of have more continuity with him.
What makes those lunch sessions so special with you and Wiz?
Honestly, how we started off. We really don't cut film on until about 10 minutes in and just talk about different things going on around in the valley, different things with our own families, and just kind of getting to know each other on a more personal level, especially when he first got there, was huge. And it was a little bit of change with a dry sense of humor, trying to get used to it. But no, I mean, we joke around with each other now. So just knowing that he has my back more than anybody in that building just means the world to me.
Yeah. We had a chance a couple weeks ago, myself and Claudia, to catch up with Skylar Romita, who just graduated. He was rehabbing from his ACL. He's going up to Portland State. And he just had so many great things to say about you and seeing just how deserving you are of this rise, this national rise catastrophically. The fact that guys like Skylar, who were so diehard and ingrained in this Chandler program, rock with you that way, what does that mean to you to have guys like that?
That means everything. I have goosebumps right now since you told me that. I love Skylar. Ever since when I first transferred to Chandler, we kind of both came in at the same time and really just bonded. We bonded over our work. He was one of the hardest workers on the team last year as well as me. So kind of seeing him progress throughout that season was amazing. And he was honestly like a coach on the field for us. But then obviously that state championship game, you never want somebody to get injured, especially one of your own brothers. So seeing that was devastating. But then now kind of seeing his journey of how hard he's working, how he never got down on himself was really motivating to me. And now Portland State, who actually gets to play Oregon this year, which I'll be tuned into that game. So I'm super happy for him and where he's at, and he deserves the world.
You mentioned the state championship game, obviously not the result you wanted last year, but now you've had this entire offseason between the sevens and everything with your team now to sort of figure out what's next. Now you get them again, ESPN, Saturday night. What are you excited for about getting this rematch against Basha?
Yeah, as a competitor, you can't ask for anything more. You get to play the team that you lost to in the state championship on arguably the biggest stage in high school football. Like I said, there's nothing more you can ask for. I think I've watched this game like once every other week since we've played it. I don't know if I've ever been more prepared mentally for a football game than I am right now. I'm ready to play tonight.
Hanging out here, a very special day here with Kayla Tacker. Kayla, you're getting to take it all in. Now we're in the interview. The lights are hot. They're on. Okay, everything's bright. What's it been like?
I think it's definitely a blessing. Being here with other talented girls who may not get much recognition, but being able to have the Fiesta Bowl to recognize us and show that our hard work and talents do pay off is amazing. It's a blessing.
And how do you think events like these and that love that you're talking about helps the sport grow here?
I think just coming from like my perspective, being younger, I've always wanted, when I had career day, I was going to be in the NFL. And it was always like, we don't know. But then after seeing bigger foundations like the Fiesta Bowl take on and be able to recognize, it's opened up so many opportunities. Colleges are picking it up. There's Olympic sports happening. And I think that it's a blessing for us girls, and our younger self would be so proud to see how everything's going.
And are you seeing that ripple effect in the younger classes, maybe the freshmen, more players coming over, more student athletes choosing flag football?
I think definitely this year at our tryouts, we have 10 seniors on the team. So that's a big group leaving. Yeah. But I think we have so many freshmen and sophomores coming in who are talented. The past couple of years have been girls that came in who've never known nothing about flag. So being able to have girls come in who have played flag and know the fundamentals, it's a blessing because it's so much easier to coach. And just seeing them have a love for the sport like I do at such a young age is a blessing and amazing.
New place, new spot, very exciting.
It's very exciting. It's a brand new experience for me where I'm going to have to learn how to build a different type of program, and I'm super excited for the challenge. And it's just really about getting us rolling to start the season out and hopefully getting those 6 wins at the start of the season and then hitting the ground running once we get our 3 transfers in.
So what's that going to be like for you, kind of trying to find ways to support the team in a different way?
It's going to be trying to win from the sideline for me and trying to teach and pass on any knowledge that I know, because I obviously can't be out there on the field, but my mental presence from the sideline and in the classroom, film room can also contribute.
Today's been actually crazy. I mean, this is like my first big football event ever, so it's really nice to see some of the girls off the field and talk with them, and just the environment and everything's great. The off season's been very tough. We're always going at it. We always got practices, summer 2-a-days, and we haven't really stopped since spring. But it's good though. It's building up our conditioning and our mental toughness and our ability to push through. I just like being part of something bigger than myself. It's a great community, Highland is, and everybody there supports each other. So to be part of a great team like this makes me feel so much more included with the school and the people there.
Yes, I mean, it's amazing to be here, and with 2 teammates makes it even better and more fun. But I mean, we love the jackets and all the other fun stuff we got, but to be here is definitely an honor, and I mean, it's a big deal, and they're definitely celebrating us. I mean, there's so many big brands and foundations like Fiesta Bowl who we really appreciate, who is helping spread and the awareness of the game and make sure everyone knows the talent we have in this whole room right now. And I think Arizona has some of the top talent, so to be a part of that is really cool.
So we first started, and I was like, there was a bunch of seniors just trying it out because last year it's fun. And then, but this year, there's so many more freshmen and so many more younger girls that want to put themselves out there and work to become better than those older than them. So I thought that was really cool. I played multi-sport athlete. This is super new for me. I don't see this in the other sports, so it's been really neat to see how a community can come together and support those that deserve it.
You're in a unique situation where I remember meeting you about 4 years ago now, which is already crazy to say. And I remember Coach McDonald saying, Cody, we got a couple freshmen that are going to come in here and make huge impacts for our program. Nonetheless, you exceeded those expectations. But current Jake Hildebrand, I want you to travel back in time 4 years ago to talk to freshman Jake Hildebrand. What would you tell freshman you, maybe some words of encouragement or to stay throughout the recruiting process that really helped freshman you?
Yeah, biggest thing is just keeping, my eye on the prize, which was going to college, getting a great degree, knowing that, more offers are going to come, stuff like that is going to come, but just to stay focused and keep your work going, because things are going to end up doing really great for you if you just keep your head down and you keep working. That was the biggest thing.
And it's a bachelor football program that has been so loaded with talent for so many years, especially throughout your high school career. And you guys won the biggest game in the entire state last season, got it done, got a ring. How did playing in that bachelor football program make you not just a better football player, but the man you are today?
Yeah, it was just our coaches is a big thing. First we have Coach Maddox, who's our character development coach. So every Thursday we'll meet with him. He'll tell us, teach us how to be not just great football players, but great men. So I can use those values in my life today. Coach Mack, being the coach that he is, he's very hard on us, but he's forgiving. When we're off the field, he'll basically be like a second dad to me. kind of. And then Coach Kelly is a massive one, being one of the best high school football coaches ever in the state of Arizona.
It's like something you dream of as like going into high school football. Like you want recognition. Obviously, you want to ball out with your guys. So it's like to get recognized like that is a blessing. I feel like since really coming in as an 8th grader in their incoming freshman program, it's the work like they've been having me do, like weight room, being in the film room, like just trying to develop my game. It's like I feel like there's no other program I'd rather be at. Yeah, I just say I've really been focusing on like film room, like mental part of the game. Kind of being able to, jump route concepts, kind of anticipate what's going to happen, and kind of just take my game to the next level.
It may have seemed quick, like me reclassing up, but like we took a lot of time to think about it, like the decision, and like a lot went into it. Like USC especially, like they wanted me there now, so like seeing the trust in them was one of the biggest reasons that I reclassified up, and just the whole staff. And I just want to be developed too. The whole staff is amazing. Like they're all hardworking. Like they'll stay in the office hours later watching film, trying to do new schemes, all that. But Travis Dixon especially, like freshman year we started at the same time at Hamilton. Like first year at Hamilton, my first year at Hamilton, it meant a lot. And like him putting me on varsity as a freshman, like I was 155, I was small, but I could move. So he saw the trust in me and the ability and let me play.
Welcome back into Bleacher Talk. I'm Jordan Spurgeon. That's Claudia Collins and Eliav Gabay. We've got our best hats on here. Fiesta Bowl Media Day, All-State team. It's been so much fun, but we can't wrap up a show, of course, without Social Spotlight, right, Eliav? So you've been sitting here on the couch, scrolling through your phone, finding some posts for us. What do we got this week?
Before we get going, I feel like we got to get right. All right, let's get the hats. Toss them.
Yeah, I don't know how many guys have worn this at this point, so I'm happy to get rid of it.
Yeah, I gotta get the hair right. All right, now I'm ready for some tweets. All right, first one. I love this. We're going out to Marana and Sean Roebuck. He is back, and yes, there for the Horizon scrimmage. Spurge, I mean, there's not too many more words other than thank God.
Yeah.
It's just great to see him and see the community. I saw, there was a media day out there. Every player there signed something for Sean, and, we covered his brother Desmond a lot in the past. But, Sean being in that accident, having the whole community, an entire state, not just down in Tucson, but throughout the valley here as well, is really incredible. So to see him already back on the field with his boys, to support them and be around them, I'm sure that's super uplifting for him and his family, just to be out there regardless of what the next steps are. So definitely glad to see that community support has really brought him back out on the football field, at least in support.
And I'm just happy to see the update. We were kind of keeping up with this as things were progressing, and I'm just glad to see. That's one of the things about these football players in Arizona. They're so motivated. We knew he was going to do everything he could to get back, and here he is.
That's right. You mentioned one of the players in Arizona, and I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about one of my personal favorites that we've ever covered, Damon Williams Jr. over at Basha, getting his legacy lawn. Shout out to Just Chili for putting this up. Claudia, I'll come back to you. I know we're all Damon fans here, but he deserves that.
He absolutely does. And I mean, a legacy lawn, a legends lawn, I think that makes a lot of sense over at Basha. There's a whole lot of talent that's there, has been there. So I think this is really, just the beginning, but amazing to see that schools are doing this. I kind of want to see other programs pick this up. It looks awesome. At first I was like, is that a real person there? What's happening? He was showing it to me on a small screen, but.
It's life-size. It's so cool. And, that's not here today. Sometimes it's here, the Heisman Trophy. That might be one that he might be on one day as well.
Maybe.
What happens this season at UW.
I wouldn't be surprised.
More statues of Damon Williams. Can never get enough of that.
I love that a lot. You really never know. You never know, and we're going to be casting that vote. We're not biased at all. But this last one, and this one's going to warm your heart. I love this. Marcos Deniza going and reading to the kids. Come on, next level Padres. It doesn't get better than that, Spurge. That's what it's all about, right?
We've seen so many programs do this, and it's always refreshing and always great to see. The kids love high school football players. Like, in their community, they love them. Like, high school football players are their celebrities in their local communities. So when they can go out and become friends with them and mentors and read books to them, it's so fun to be. I've been lucky to be in those classrooms before with them, and it's incredible. It really creates another fan, and it's great for the program. Those kids want to be Marcos Niza football players one day.
Right.
You kind of said everything I wanted to. This really is just the next generation, the way I see it. So what better way to show them, like, this is how you be a role model? And as a parent, I love to see it. I think it's great. Let's get all of these football players out there reading to the kids. I absolutely love it. It's just inspirational.
That's all we have for this very special Social Spotlight.
Thanks, Eliav, and thank you guys for tuning into Bleacher Talk. We're so excited to finally kick off the Arizona high school football season. We'll be here all season long. Look no further than Bleacher Talk on Sports 360 AZ.